So I have not played or seen any of it. I have seen the screen and the settings video. That is all I have seen of this so far. We've got ourselves a castle and someone approaching the castle with like a pretty wordy sign. Four save files. We get one extra save file above the requisite 3. Is that a bunny? It is a bunny. We're going on a bunny picnic. Bunny's got other plans. And we have found this menacing castle. Notice NBF.
Huh?
Bunny's found a wand. Oh, I thought the bunny was gonna immediately leave and we'd have to chase it, but no, we got the wand. Doors open and we're going in with our bunny friend, perhaps. The bunny's a quick builder, yeah. Got to work as soon as they were out of sight. Oh, there's crevices, and bunnies are going into crevices. A plinth with an empty bowl. The bowl full of water. Plant on this plinth looks healthy. Top of this plinth is covered with writing in an unfamiliar script. The arrangement of the objects on this plinth seem to have ritual significance. Colors of the bowls in this plinth match the flowers elsewhere in the room. What we see first. None of the papers in this table look particularly interesting. We have file cabinets. They look much newer than everything else in the room. Well, how old is the castle then if the file cabinets are the new thing? The file cabinets are already kind of obsolete. The tapestry looks like it hasn't been moved for a long time. We got dinosaur beans. Oh, we can read something in this file cabinet. The Tradition Project, Professor Charlene Dalton. The rediscovery of the temple has created many exciting research opportunities in the study of the tradition of the beans. There has never been a better time to work in this growing, dynamic field. The Tradition Project seeks enthusiastic and self-motivated graduate students and early career postdocs for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to study the tradition in its original home. Participants will gain valuable research experience and spend 6 months working with some of the most prominent researchers in the field. This position's unpaid. Food and housing provided on site. Interested applicants should send a CV and short personal statement to Professor Dalton at cdalton@traditionproject.bean. Partially supported by NSF grant. I'm like, given that we've got like these like plinths and stuff set up to start, I'm like already suspicious of other stuff. Like whenever you see like just a number list, it's like, that sure is some numbers. Numbers are used for things. There I have. It's actually adjustable even too, Hive. This is actually the like there's normal, large, and very large. This is only large even. You can have it even bigger. Although I don't know exactly all the text that adjusts, but it probably adjusts that text, I'm guessing. The objects on the shrine have been placed with great care, but their significance is unclear. Welcome new initiates. Initiates? Why am I like cutting syllables? Initiates. Feel honored that you've been selected to learn our ways. Your training begins in the room behind the east wall. Well, what if I want to go... Oh, I've got 0 out of 10. Fine. But clearly there's a secret door somewhere else. The objects of the shrine have been placed with great care. And from the desk of Carl Eichinger, PhD, the British Project. Dear Frank and Michelle, congratulations once again on being accepted to the Tradition Project and welcome to the temple. I hope this note finds you well. I apologize for not greeting you in person. As we discussed over email, we are more short-staffed than we would like, and Charlene and I will be on a grocery run when you arrive. While you're waiting, feel free to check out the adjoining room. We managed to get the tutorial working from back when the temple was active. Hearing a voice from centuries in the past is a humbling experience, even if it's telling you things any first-year Beans Studies graduate student should already know. Look forward to finally meeting you in person. Welcome, Initiate! Be honored that you have been chosen to study the tradition of the beans. We, the Guardians of the Temple, have left behind this message to guide you through your first puzzle. The goal of every puzzle is to get to the completion tile. Sadly, in this puzzle, there's a block in the way. We'll need to make a monster to help us get rid of it. We practice the tradition by creating monsters out of beans. There's a red bean on the ground in front of you. Pick it up. If I go behind... Okay. Could only partially cut myself off there. But I just want to find my bunny, man. Oh, jeez, I've got... Okay, beans block magic lasers. Can I shoot? Hold on. Pardon me, I need... Oh, I can't use my laser wand out here. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Only on the grass can you shoot lasers. Excellent! The red bean is now visible in your inventory. Put it down next to the block. Perfect! Monsters are created through the use of the wand, which you should have already received. You may fire the wand at any time. Oops! Nothing happened. An oversight on our part. This puzzle didn't have any recipes. You can see the recipes over here. This puzzle will need a red bean and a blue bean to make this monster. In other puzzles, the recipe might be different. Now we've got a blue bean. Man, we're starting off with 2 simultaneous beans as it is. We made a mistake yet again. This is not where we meant to make the monster. Move the beans over here instead. All right then. What if I want to do it from here? That's not where we're making the monster from. But I want it. Oh, right. Unfortunately, with the key bindings, you can't rebind the arrow keys with the shift aspect. Like, it lets me rebind the arrow keys to the numpad keys, but not the shifted place version. Now you can make the monster by shooting the beans. This monster hasn't seen you yet, so step out of the way for now. This particular monster likes to chase after you, so you can get it to break the block in front of the completion tile. Other monsters behave completely differently. You'll have to experiment to discover the rules that each monster follows. Yeah, so if I do this and like shift plus up, it just does the up, and likewise even if I clear it first. Oh, whoops. I tried to do it correctly, or just this. There we go. Okay, there we go. Fixed. I guess I could have just done no save. Hey, nuts. That may have hurt the bean tradition, indeed. Excellent. The monster is rolling on its happy way. You can press W to wait a turn, or hold it down to skip many in a row. We will not be around to guide you from now on. Get to the completion tile to continue your trading at the first island. Oh, do a freaking awesome animation and teleport on the completion tile. Alright, we already know the poses, even though we're just wandering after a bunny. The flowers in... let's see. No, we gotta look at it to determine... I think that's... I mean, it looks like more like a bowl, so I'm gonna just say that it's a vase, not a vase. The flowers in this vase are no longer alive, but they still retain their color. The candle on this plinth is halfway burned out. The soil inside these bowls looks dry, but the plants are still alive. A thin film covers the water in this bowl. More file cabinets. A survey of open problems in recipe formation by A. Souza. Abstract. It is a foundational result of bean studies that recipes can vary between puzzles. Determining the rules governing the relationship between recipes, their puzzles, and their corresponding monsters has thus been a guiding question for research, but was largely intractable for a long time. Recent work has begun to change this state of affairs. We outline some major developments with an eye towards promising directions for future research. More numbers. The Great Masters, an introduction. Daniel Lorca de Garcia. Proceedings of the Third Conference for Handling Slime. Knowns and unknowns. The wood on this chair still looks new. Two of the pictures on this urn resemble the statues in the center of this area. Dynamics of hyperbolic beam chromatics. Field notes. I just got a great app for my phone that makes it way easier to solve these puzzles. You can press G to toggle the grid, Z to undo the last step you took, and R to start the puzzle over. You guys should totally install this thing. Thanks, Frank. Alright, we've got puzzles in all directions. And they have a difficulty rating. Let's see, is the, sounds like the music is now a little loud. Yeah, something like that, perhaps. Yeah, there's a few puzzle games that kind of take that general style data, but yeah, Snowman's definitely one of them. You're already getting semantically satiated on beans, Raven? Give it a good shove. Okay. Well. Looks like one shove is enough to explodize our friend there. This is gonna talk about like chain reactions or something. Shoving things can be conducive to the practice of puzzle solving. You can shove it in place, okay. Oh, I have to, yeah, do this first. Actually, I really like their little animation there. Okay, nothing happens for... Okay, just redo it if you would like. Sure. What do we got over here? Got blues make friendly dinosaurs. That's the rollers, yeah, okay. And this is like a little... Oh, it's not a teleporter. Okay. We want to read the book. They might contain something different than what we did, and might like be a key mechanic we missed, but the initiative need not guess how the puzzle is put together. All knowledge is available to the mind if it is only willing to undertake the investigation. Hover over switches with the mouse to see what they do. Okay. That is a good thing to check. It was not necessary for that, but one good turn deserves another. So we can make explodey friends and rolly friends. And there's already 2 rolly friends. I mean, friend is maybe strong when they seem relatively murderous, but, you know. Wait. So why doesn't, Oh, right, they moved 2 to start. Okay, that's why. I'm like... Can I just walk past it? Alright, what do you got? The initiate would do well to inspect the path ahead before charging blindly in her chosen direction. Oh, we've got goop. Why is it telling me to... Like, that's not gonna... Is that fair? Perhaps. Can't shove other blocks, can we? No. Can rock out. What do you want from me? This doesn't... make a lot of sense what it tells me that. Greetings, Sedemia. Hey there, Mensa. Okay, they can't see me through those even if I'm like waiting. Oh, interesting, Ink. Yeah, that's curiously specific. Yeah, there's some weird stuff if you start using some non-standard key bindings. I'm trying to remember, I had one that was like extra weird. It might have even been kind of the same cause actually, but I definitely had another game that had a similarly weird, like specific issue like that. Hey, Corona. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a huge deal, but it is just a little more uncomfortable positioning for my hands, so. Why do you want me to turn in place? Like, what does that do anywhere? Hey there, Dr. Zaz. There's not like some invisible pattern that it looks like we're supposed to follow on the like one side versus the other. You never know when you might need the power to make yourself busy. Oh, obviously, yes. I'm like thinking I need to pick up the beans to interact with them. That is not true. That took kind of an embarrassing amount of time. All right. And then they probably move slower through the goop. It looks like that's just popping the top right. Oh, nope, that is not, in fact not slower through the goop. Alright, be that way. Let's see. Where do we want to explode? Just to free the other bomb? I mean, I guess we can see if it blows up the beam. I mean, that works if it, I don't need to do that, so I won't. Okay, does not explode the beam. Oh, I was holding shift. Okay, needs to be controlled. There we go. All right. Spill the beans. We need 3 red beans that are not visible. Okay, so there could be beans inside the blocks. And if we hover over the blocks, do we see the beans? We do not. I'm like trying to predict what the book is going to tell us. What's the book tell us? The flowers of the field and the birds of the sky are part of the great cycle of all being. And so it is with the monsters and the beans. When one perishes, the other is born again. Ah. Okay. So we explode our Britain so that how do we explode our friend? I guess we need to send them over here first. Nope. It's not gonna work. Okay. Can you see me? No. Okay. Keep it in shift. Oh, then it starts going. Oh, that's how that works, apparently. Okay. Okay. Nope. Take a moment. I can't stop using shift. It's impossible to switch control, apparently. Oh, if I play with double lock off. Ah, maybe. Yes. Yes. Joyous day, Kalu Kalay. It should not be that big of a deal. Maybe it's. I can't hold that. Success! Good detective work for the niche issue. Greetings, Derek. Okay, so like that was a bad placement for what we wanted to do, right? I mean, I could do it. There we go. Okay, well, first things first. Okay, they cannot leave the arena. This is not the Talos principle. At least not yet. Hey there, Cadence. Tiled over. Starbeam. Oh, there's something with a tile, so that's the name tiled over. I'm like, why is this not extremely straightforward? Okay, what do you got for me? Just as the beans cannot grow on the unnatural tiling, so the initiate's mind cannot grow if it is not willing to explore the as-yet unknown. You're telling me to take the beads and run? No, you're not telling me that. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. We already did the thing that we needed to do for this last time. So why do we need this many beans? Like, what's preventing us from doing this? Oh, because then it's gonna do this. That's what's preventing us from doing that. We have activated bridge. We didn't even need a dummy player to do it. Tell me about the goop. Push that begins the journey can come from many things. Now that level of succinctness, that's starting to sound like an anti-chamber message. Because I followed the Morel. I mean, I was actually like thinking like vaguely in speedrunning terms. Okay, so that doesn't work. Oh, but it we can do it. Yeah. So, I mean, I see this other unreachable puzzle. I assume it all just loops back, and that's the dealio. Although, these other ones are pretty well isolated. Well, I mean, they're not on the bottom isolated. I assume it just loops back. Yeah, seems pretty likely. I'm just like pondering, like, okay, is there secret walls? Like, it's always hard to guess what level of like meta puzzle sort of stuff is gonna be in something like this. This shelf has the entire 3-year run of the Pop Science magazine Bean Monthly. This chair doesn't look very comfy. Water got spilled on this paper, smearing whatever had been written on it. Veiled notes. It's hard to see how this thing could ever have survived in the wild. It doesn't seem to live very long. I suppose this just wasn't something they were all that worried about. It's a tool, not a self-replicating species. The leaves rustle in the breeze. It's not a beanbag. Now I'm like idly wondering how many puzzle games I've like done all of the meta stuff. And I think it's at least close enough that I want to count it for Antichamber. There's no like progress indication on that, so it's hard to know if you've actually found everything, but at the very least came close to finding everything in there. Certainly not in The Witness and would not recommend, but like it's cool that what's there is there. You can do however much you would like. I did a little bit in A Good Snowman is Hard to Build. I did a little bit in Monsters Expedition. I mean, sort of irrel, but no, I'm talking about the stuff beyond the normal, the normal abnormal. I'm talking about pink cubes and dev rooms, basically. Like, I imagine you at least saw, like, a pink cube ink done, but there were several. And it wasn't really, like, very formally fleshed out, so it was, like, a little unsatisfying in the sense that there wasn't, like, you know, any indication that you'd found everything or achievement or anything like that, but... But yeah, I think it's very possible to have done that without finding any dev rooms, because yeah, there's definitely layers to breaking that game, and there's some that are like fully intentional, some that are half intentional, and some that lead you to hidden stuff that are intentional in different ways, and yeah. Recipe formation in the primary monochrome region. Using a new cross-sectional analysis of data collected. Oops. We construct a multi-parameter model relating to the colors of beans in a certain special class of recipes, the primary monochrome region, and the monsters to which those recipes correspond. This is like hinting that there's gonna be things I need to care about in this research notes. But yeah, so Antechamber, it's interesting because like I know a lot of the like diehard puzzle folks, like I don't know, Extra Tricky or Hype didn't like Antechamber as much as a lot of other ones, like I don't know, The Witness, etc. Like, in terms of just, like, the puzzling, I would agree that Antechamber is worse than, I mean, The Witness, that's a fairly high bar, but, yeah, but I just, like, really enjoyed kind of exploring the world. I, liked the little messages in that game quite a bit, and just, kind of the overall, atmosphere of it. Field notes. It's so nice that I don't actually need to solve all the puzzles in an area to move on. I'd definitely rather just push ahead when I can. It's not like the other puzzles are going anywhere. Stones on this plinth seem less worn than the others. The rim of this plinth is chipped a bit. I wonder how many times plinth is in the text of this game now. Bean chemistry, groups, and bean arrangements. NBF regional research conferences in the bean sciences. 500,000 randomly generated bean rooms. An unsteady wooden chance he just visibly weren't. Simplified map of the temple. You can now quick work between islands you've visited. Okay. We have located the you are here. There's nothing on this table. A small pinker. I had such a hard time in this area until I figured out how these things react to water. Guess I'll have to experiment a lot more to learn how the other monsters work too. Alright then. We'll start up here, I suppose. Interesting. I'm like already looking at the puzzle before even walking into the puzzle. Okay, there's a bean dead here that's exploding. Are we just using that to make them stop? Probably. Oh, but that's still not enough. They aren't gonna run down into the exploding explodes. The bridge is out. I mean, like 3/4, 2/3 to 3/4 of it done. There is Doctor's Hands. Bean Science is the closest. This is a long forgotten bean temple that researchers recently discovered and have been investigating bean science, and we wandered in here chasing our pet bunny that found a magic wand. We chased a bunny to a temple and found some reading material. I like that description. Alright, what was the name of the room again? Shy Neighbors. Oh, if I explode one, I can get a new one. Oh, no, I can't, because the explodey friend will not be good to go. Interesting. Because they'll be exploded, and thoroughly not, because they, I mean, I guess I'm pretty sure that never happened, right? Like, if I just do like this or something, right, they explode, we get no bean back. Yeah. Okay, what about you and water? Okay, oh, you just stop. Okay. Interesting. I mean, that means I could free both of them from their patterns. Do I want to? Maybe. Right, need to. Oh, well. What if so wanted it one earlier? Yeah, because that's one later. Not at all sure this is, like, meaningful or anything, but I might as well see how that works first. Okay. Does in fact do... Oh, right. Well, if I blow up one, it's gonna drop its components. I don't know why I was thinking that our Rolly friends were only gonna drop red beans. I don't know if this is helpful. But, okay, they just explode immediately on impact is what happens there. Hmm. The mods are out of control. Hmm. Obviously, there's not enough room to have it roll down here. Oh, if I just blow them both up, then I can get 2 bomb beans. Yeah, let's do that. That seems like something that works. Can I blow them both up at the... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's this is faster. Okay. Oh, I need to do it 1 up. I didn't miss it. Oh no, Corona missed it. Yes, sure. Got green squares now. Pavilion. And tiles. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's see. I have to put these down first. Yeah, I have to make this first. Easy peasy. There's too many blocks, clearly. Avalanche. I always want to put it where I want it to be, not one space away from where I want it to be. Yeah, now it's a little frixier. So we can't even have one here and here because this block here is still in the way. And then like comments like that, Chrono, I don't know if like that means you actually saw another solution or if you're just stretching to find the pun to work. Easily could be both. Could be either, rather. I don't see any dancing queens around here, Dalek, but maybe. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Well, obviously they're avoiding it, Raven. You just can't see it. That's pretty good too. That's you hiding if you're the fact you're unsure. Yeah, there is in fact a Great Northern Bean, but I like it. I might even have some. Hey, Attack Cat. There's not a lot of Sokoban stuff, which is I like. I like the lack of Sokoban stuff so far. Sokoban was clearly perfected with the Adventures of Lolo 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it's all been downhill since. Monsters Expedition is at least like Sokoban adjacent and pretty good. Good Snowman is hard to build is okay. I did not like Sokoban very much. We're continuing the set of Dragnet games. Oh, no, yeah, okay, fair. Baba does class as, I mean, like, the Sokoban aspect of Baba is so much smaller than the rest of it, but, like, it is in the family. It is in the family, I suppose. But no, the main mechanic Attack Cat is that there are beads, and they oh, I can't. No, yeah, I can do that there. You zap them with a wand, and that turns them into monsters that do things, depending on the level and the recipes there. But, like, we can't grab these, so... Oh, wait, I can blow them up here, though. I don't need to grab them. That's the ticket. Basically Bomberman. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there is some Hive. Like, I guess it just depends. I'm probably leaning too heavily on the like core just block pushy aspects of Sokoban, which I am not generally very fond of. But if you extrapolate that to count things that still relate to the placement but are usually manipulated through weird mechanics rather than just placement, sometimes placement, then it certainly still counts. Over-eager friend. So it sees me through water. I guess we don't actually know how these behave in water, and that was a thing. So I guess let's just do that first and see what the deal is here. Oh, it just stops. Okay, well that's what I expected. Okay. I assume there was something else I may have been supposed to do there, given that there was another bead, but, like, they just bounce when they hit the water, so, and I can't get other beans on top of it with the mechanics I know. What's the deal with this? stylistic small red herring, or is there something else here? I have played Steven Sausage Roll. I found it to be miserable. It's one of the least fun to like control games I've ever played. But certainly well regarded by difficult puzzle enthusiasts. Cutting through. What? That's a bead, huh? Tricks. I haven't played a Jelly No Puzzle yet, no. It's highly impossible. Is it more or less impossible in Snakebird or Baba Is You? Much more, that's impossible. It's impossible that it could be much more impossible. Hey, Meatball. I never, well, I've played a little of D-Rod. I never really jived with it when I played it like 20 years ago? That's probably a pretty good estimate. Somewhere between 16 and 21 years ago. I mean, have you played Snakebird, Dana Trump? Would I rate I Am Bread as a puzzle game? I wouldn't rate I Am Bread at all because I don't really enjoy physics nonsense games, but tricky. I thought Sausage Roll was an 8, the highest rating out of 10. But 7.5, so similar difference, but I mean, I guess I'll just go ahead and do this because it seems like the thing to do. I could blow them up and get the beans back if I want. Wait, I could just walk to the end, right? Like, I don't. Oh no! There's goop. I can't walk past the goop. No. There's not enough room to lure it, like right here from up here, without getting cod swallowed. Oh. What about... Well, I mean, that's not going to work with my current setup, but just thinking of another way to get beans onto tiles is to kill something on the tile, and the beans will already be there, and you can make it into something right away. Have you ever played any of the Adventures of Lolo games, Tricky? I mean, they do, on some of the puzzles have some real-time aspects, so I can see that being a down point for a lot of folks, but like Adventures of Lolo 3 especially has a lot of really difficult puzzles. Now I'm just like actually flashing through like several puzzle games I played for blind speed races a long time ago, in my very early streaming days. Like, I wonder if any of those would be worth revisiting someday. Some of those were pretty good, like Sute Hakuen for the SNES. There was Nail and Scale for Game Boy, I think. There was Super Moai-kun for the NES. I think that was a puzzle game. I don't even remember for sure. Eggerland Revival of the Labyrinth. Yeah, I played Eggerland 2000, I think it was, which was VGA limited and stuff. And but interestingly, like me and some friends online were actually looking at making our own kind of Lolo remake before we found Eggerland. Talked about that on stream a time or two. We still have miscellaneous assets from, you know, 1998 or whatever. Fire and Ice was okay, yeah. And yeah, the Lolo games do vary. I mean, especially Lolo 3. Lolo 3 Japanese versus Lolo 3 US is very different. Glasskeeper Glabus. I'm not familiar with that one. So, I mean, just to make sure, right, this can't... Oh, no, in fact, you cannot make them... Right, no, it says they can't grow on the tile, so it doesn't matter if they're already on the tile. Never mind. So none of that concept would work. That does limit the space to look at, though, which is helpful. What's the deal with... Was there anything special with you in water? You bounce back. Right. Yeah. So, like, sort of. I think we've really been working with these two types of monsters so far, right? Forget if there was a brief cameo by a third. I don't think so. Yeah, the rolling monster breaks rocks, which is what this friend did a minute ago there. Like so. And you can't activate beans that are on tiles. They have to be on the dirt. Or probably the mud is also fine. Yeah, the mud's also fine, I think. We can go to the next puzzle and check that, but yeah, if we go behind it, it'll roll back to the right. Yep. Yeah, as far as I've seen, they don't see you through other things, other entities or blocks or anything, so yeah, you can't. They'll see you over water, but does in fact block vision. Yep. So, oh, right. What I said just is the answer. Yes. Okay. Fine. This is probably close enough, right? Oh, fine. Okay. They can in fact see you over water. Like, how do I get them to get out of the way over there? I can't, there's not enough room. They see you over water, but that has nothing to do with the, okay. Hydrophobia. So, to confirm, mud is okay. Huh. Bit curious. So I can make them bump and yeah. That probably works. And then probably just chill. And just the same thing, right? I think so. Oh, there's no water over here. That's not the same thing at all. Oh, I need to... Okay. Yeah, there's enough space. It's like, it's a little weird that they're making me do the same thing again. I get, oh, no. It's not the same thing at all. Okay. That was all of them, right? I think so. Yes. The Tradition Project. Field notes. Now that the temple systems are allowing it, I'm going to start exploring some of the other islands, even though I'm not yet done with this one. I expected my doctorate in bean studies to be more helpful, but many of the puzzles here are quite challenging. I definitely got a different impression from the tutorial. Perhaps in the time of the Guardians, it was necessary to explain such basic facts about the beans, but to the modern ear, it sounds like being told how to put on one's own pants. Wait, oh, was there more? There was more. Frank and Michelle tell me that the next islands have some easier puzzles and new mechanisms to explore, and that sounds like just what I need. Another pink urn. Orange biscuit beans. Get ourselves some sort of, oh, that's a, clearly a god tier bed. Is what that is. The architecture of the tradition. Collection of old dissertations and bean studies. We were finally able to access the strange altar on this island. It seems that the temple thinks of this as a certain kind of mastery of the techniques from this island. But other than that, we haven't seen any effect anywhere else we've explored in the temple. However, there is still an area in the south of the temple we haven't been able to access. So maybe there is something there that is responding to these altars? All right, give me the biscuits. 6 orange beans is the name of the puzzle. Well, fair enough. So it's pretty easy to get a roller to the bottom right. But that doesn't really do anything unless there's also a bomb there. You can't you can't grow beans on tiles. Get that out. No, you don't say you can do it in 6. Yeah. Yep. It's possible we should look at the ones with the books first, considering the little field notes mid specific note of new mechanics. We will ponder this for a little while first, though. So, how do we get an explodey boy where they need to be? So, I mean, I probably need... Oh, do I need to kill 2 Rolly Boys on top of the goop in the same place? Then they become an Explodey Boy. This seems promising. As long as I still have 1 bean left over to make another Rolly Boy. I mean, I could have them die in different spots pretty easily. Or... Oh, no, this is fine. I can still do it. Yeah, we'll use lots of bombs. That works too. Okay. Nope. just the one for now, thanks. Okay. Look, I gave you the gift of life, and this is how you repay me. Good things come to those who wait. Difficulty 4, huh? And the patient initiate will eventually reach her destination. I mean, we certainly could try it. This other stuff was, okay. Other stuff started to be 3s and stuff, too. So I mean, theoretically this part's straightforward, but interesting. We got an additional bean, and we have to get one back over there. And there's this whole switch mechanism nonsense. This calculator goes up to 57. Four out of 10, better than Final Fantasy VIII. There aren't too many games that are beloved that I rate below a 4. There's definitely some that I rate below a 5.5 or a 5. I mean, my average in practice is right about a 6.0. For board games and video games. And I mean, that largely comes with just excessive experience in the medium, right? Like, my average rating for movies is probably closer to like a 7.0. or something like that. I can actually check, I guess. But the raining creep is real. I mean, what is the average at right now? We can look at it, I suppose. Oh, Lava Lava, there you go. There's another somewhat beloved game that I do rate lower than a 4, isn't it? So that FF8. Yeah, looks like my current average is 5.98. That hasn't really inflated. That stayed pretty constant. Like, it might have gone from 5.97 up to 5.98 in the past, like, 2 years or 3 years or something. I don't know. If there happens to be some random discussion that is highlighted that happens to include a mention of the average rating, that would be really the only documentation I have to compare that with. I mean, what pandemic is that, Raven? That's the Flash game, I guess. Pandemic is not rated a 3.5, the board game. That's rated a 7. I don't know what you're looking at. You rate the Pandemic 0 out of 10. That seems appropriate. Yeah. What the hell? Did they, like, hijack another game's entry for this or something? I'm actually kind of surprised my rating isn't before this existed. Oh, no, it is, actually. Yeah, no. My rating is before this game was released because that's for a different game. And they changed the... What? What the hell? Why is it now a different game than when I rated it? Like, hold up. January 2013, released October 2013. 9 months after I rated this. It was not called Pandemic the board game when I rated it. I mean, if like the digital like version of it was like implemented really badly or something, then sure, that would be fine. But no, I have not played the digital version of Pandemic the board game. So is that this one? No. No, this is. But it lists the other... Like, it lists On the Brink as part of this category... What? What? Like, the description is right for the video game. There's a video games where the player controls a deadly virus. It tries to exterminate man. It's the Madagascar game. If you've seen the shut down everything meme, it's that game, I believe. It's a Flash game where you control a virus. It's probably made in like 2007 or something like that, maybe even earlier. Like, what the hell? Alright, I'll investigate that later, I guess. I don't... But yeah, no, that's an interesting... I just assumed you were, like, misreading, like, it just said pandemic and you thought it was referring to Pandemic the board game. Like, no, that's not the same thing. But that's clearly what it claims I have rated a 3.5, so... And yeah, you can check the Wayback Machine on it, perhaps. That would be an option. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like... I'm sure there's lots of things that I have rated that low that people are gonna be like, yeah, I liked it more than that. That's not that hard. There's... That's a very low rating. I played a lot of clicker and idle games, and I think my highest rated is like a 5 or so. Despite having played like 20 of them or 25 of them or something. Right, yeah, so they changed the, like, yeah. Interesting, huh? Yeah, because the auto-generated URL for it. Interesting. Like, I don't think it's me that made the mistake, like, especially given the description of that other, like, pandemic category. It was about the video game. And, like, if it was just called Pandemic the board game, pretty sure I would have realized it was about Pandemic the board game. Like, if it was just Pandemic, and... I mean, I guess it's possible the name used to just be listed as Pandemic and I thought it was the other one, but... Given the time of my rating... yeah, I think they just thought it was a duplicate entry and, like, merged it with Pandemic the board game when it wasn't a duplicate entry. Yeah, Monkey Island 2 is, it's like Monkey Island 1, where they reuse all the same jokes, and they add garbage like the spinning contest and the final segment, and just make everything a lot less fun. My famous blackout drinking sections, Peter, yeah, clearly. Fun fact about Twitch is I've literally never been drunk in my life. Alcohol tastes too bad for me to reach that point. I mean, a lot of people did like Monkey Island 2, Raven, but I think playing it right after playing Monkey Island 1 definitely hurt it in my eyes, because it's the same game but worse. Well, it's not entirely worse. Like, it has some better quality of life stuff. It like doesn't constantly like have the options filled with garbage that you can't do or is like not relevant. That doesn't, I mean, I shouldn't say that doesn't work, because it does a little bit. Like, I could have stuff that just tastes meh instead of actively like death. But no, I don't particularly have a goal to get drunk either. It's not something I'm very enthusiastic about in general, but it would be possible, because there are options, like things that mask the flavor still don't taste good to me, but they're like at least kind of palatable. Yeah, exactly, as Tricky said, I could just drink something that tastes good instead. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable. I don't mean to, like, come off high horses or anything. I'm not judging anyone that enjoys being inebriated once in a while or whatever, but it doesn't particularly appeal to me, and there's also a built-in barrier that it tastes bad, so, like, seems like I don't really care to explore it too much. I mean, if I was, like, there's probably, like, I don't know, psychotropics. Like, if I was going to explore that realm more, that stuff would probably be more worthwhile to me, but I don't know. I have not explored that either, but... We're in full, like, double tangent mode at this point. Looking at video game ratings and booze and all. If like Inkdub's trying to judge how hard this puzzle is based on my progress on it, I have not looked at this puzzle very much. Looked at it a little bit. I like how hype, like, it's like, man, those low Twitch ratings, those are too high on, like, half of these. Oh, why don't we, take a break? That's probably about time for one of those anyway. And then we'll actually, like, look at the puzzle more than a passing glance when we come back. And yeah, no, I'm not concerned for me, Ink, and I think you've done enough playtesting that, like, one other random data point is probably not terribly relevant, but mostly I'm just, like, saying, like, oh man, Twitch is really struggling with this one, is not, I might still, it looks like there's some weird stuff going on here that's not obvious, but we haven't actually worked at the puzzle. I'm just, like, still wondering about this pandemic thing, and, like, I'm like, what the hell? There's a whole paragraph about Lisa, yes. There's also a whole paragraph, well, no, there's more than, like, there's like a short story about Lisa and FF8, like, a lot of the ratings that I feel I have to justify have justification, right? Like Earthbound has a lot of text as well. But yeah, let's do the old break thing, shall we? As the music gets far more intense. Thank you for checking out Beat It and Nothingness with me, everybody. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. See you shortly. mean, Pyre is a lot more skill-based than Blitzball. Like, Blitzball is mostly stat-based. Like, Triple Triad is a better game than Final Fantasy VIII, but Blitzball is a worse game than Final Fantasy X. I would say. It felt cool to play. Yeah, it did for a while. I enjoyed Blitzball for a while until it was obvious that it was all stat-based. It was like, eh. So... does the button matter, or is that just being cute? Because, like, there's the whole run over here that implies that we need one of our rollers to roll up here. Oh no, there's a, let's see. Yeah, there is a overlooks through water, like we're not blocked, so if we do get something to smash here, we can lure an array by running up here, up here, up here. Peter, it may be accurate. Ignatz. It's like, yeah, it's just like Rocket League. If you've played less than like, I was gonna say less than like 20 hours, but less than like 300 hours, you're probably still pretty regularly at, like, just awkwardly chasing the ball. Like, we can do that, which I don't exactly love, but... Wait, if we, hold on. Wait, no, that's not gonna work, because it's not gonna, yeah, it's gonna do that immediately. So, how do we do anything we want to do? Like, it's not enough time to be extra frisky here. Like, this was... Okay, and we can get one extra cycle out of that if it matters, but like... Oh, we can actually do this if, getting the extra bean is a thing, yeah? Like, can I do... No, because then that's gonna still hit me there. But they still won't see through it, right? So if I drop here and do this... Yahtzee. Definitely possible there's another intended solution there. Sneaking past. Oh. And there's not water on both sides, so we can't just have a explodey friend bouncing back and forth. But we can have a rolly friend here. Oh, okay, right. It's not, I was thinking, like 2 and 3 were swapped, and then I was like, well, this is easy. Okay, Okay, how does, this work to... Okay, it does just turn around and then explode. That's what I thought, but, gotta make sure. Oh, what about, like... Yeah, I mean, I guess I can just test it. Like, what's the deal with, like, this? Oh, there's literally nowhere I can go where it's safe to trigger this to test this, is there? Yeah. Okay, let's, do it like this, then. Yeah, so that still holds it down, and then, like, if I move on to it, I can still do that. Okay. Don't know that that's helpful here. That'd be helpful with, like, one more bean or something. But I don't think that's gonna work here, because, like, I can't walk down to that bottom thing. And even if I could, I would just be pushing the yellow friend to explode in a way that would kill me, so... Not the most helpful, but good tech to have in our back pocket for later, perhaps. How do I mean, the assumption feels like I need to use the bomb to make the timing work how I need it to. Oh, I got it. I think I got it. So do something like that. Do a little bit of that action. Excellent. Excellent. All right, give me some candy-colored beans. 3 orange beans. Hey. Orange beans are only to be referred to in their quantity. Ah, our recipes are reversed this time. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, can I just push bombs until it's done? No, not quite. I mean, assumedly, I need our orange friend to clear these. Then we blow up the orange friend to recover our 2 beans. Possibly at the same time as blowing that up. If we do it at the same time, then I can do a safe, clean reaction. But I think... let's see, I guess I can test against a regular wall, right? Like if I do, like that blows up immediately, doesn't wait a turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, even if I, have this area exploded, if I put a, exploding friend on this space, I still have no way of, triggering it safely. Wait, no, yeah, I still do. That still all works fine, because I only need 2. So as long as, I explode the orange friend over here, which is maybe not as easy as it sounds, the timing can probably work. The fact it requires precise timing makes it, I mean, it's not real time, so it's, you know, but that makes it a little less likely that what I'm looking to do is intended, probably. So we do that to start. And I don't know, like, I decided to just try this. So we do this. Oh! What? The animation like shows them walking into the explosion, but it still doesn't take them out. Okay. My timing-based solution does not work. Fine. Fine. We'll look for the intended solution instead. I still think this is probably a thing, though. say that, but then what's my follow-up if my timing-based plan doesn't work? Like, we could put this somewhere else, maybe. That's, oh, that's only 2 spaces away. We cannot put it up here. Never mind. I mean, does just taking out those 2 blocks and then having 2 beans afterwards, is that good enough? It doesn't seem like it's good enough. Then we got a little wiggle room with some green in the top left, if that does anything. Hey, Iron Furs. The main thing is that you can't grow beans if they're on tiles. So that's probably the main piece you're missing there. Either that or the bomb, if I'm too close to it, will take me out too. So one of those 2 things is probably what you're missing, or you're seeing something that I'm not. That I think that probably covers it. I liked my timing solution. The bomb explodes on it. It was as tight as the timing can be, right? I don't think it can be a 1 step sooner, no. Our roller friend rolls at the same speed we do, but its first step is a double step. So, like, if I'm here, it goes 2 spaces and wrecks me. But it only goes 1 space a turn after that. Yeah, it can change axes if it chases you, so like it hits the wall, stops, and then if it sees you in any of the 4 directions, it'll chase you. Does it on you? Oh, that would be an interesting little like that would be an appropriate thing in a, like, you have to figure out why the things are behaving the way they are mechanically sort of puzzle. Every time it starts moving fresh, it's a double step. Yep. It doesn't jump over you, no. If you are in its path, you get crushed. What else can I do with bombs here? I mean, there is still... The little green patch at the top is making me wonder how much, like, these extra blocks, matter. Greetings, little gremlin. Still really just feels like we gotta roll past this first two, but if we do that, I don't know what to do next. Looking at the water patches to see if we can... that's another useful mechanic that I don't know if does anything on this puzzle, but if you haven't seen it before, so the bombs will explode if they hit blocks or walls or the rolly friend, but they're afraid of water. They'll run back and forth from water like that. But I don't see that doing much on this puzzle. I mean, a bomb could blow up another bomb and I would still... Wait, no, they chain react. We don't get the beans back in that case, right? I think I've seen that before. Oh, that's not going to explode anyway. Not a good, good example. Yeah, it's just gonna fully explode. We don't get any beans back. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about there, we can cover that mechanic again as well. Wait, what's the easiest way to demonstrate this? Oh, it does take a turn to, anyway, if you explode... Because we can do it this way, there we go. I didn't, I failed to do it again. I mean, that's a useful thing to see, too. If you explode the rolling friend, we'll get our 2 beads back. That's all I was trying to show off. This basically feels like I've tried one thing and I'm all out of ideas. It's, like, I just keep looping the same concept in my brain. Oh, we do it the other way, and then we don't need to do the timing stuff. Okay. Yeah, we just do that. That's all we needed to do. There we go. There's not many other things to do, but I just needed to reverse the thing that my brain kept telling me to do, because it was basically the only thing to do, but you gotta do it in the right order. hidden rock. This mud stuff we can't walk on, but beans can grow in and can go through. The monsters can go through. I mean, okay, do we just do what I was trying to do with the timing thing before, kind of? And that seems like that might work and not use all the beads, so we would probably be unintended, but let's see if it works. Wait, right, that's not gonna work. Because there's nowhere to make this, yeah, I was just like, I'll just shove it in the right direction, it's fine. No, they don't jive with the shoves. Okay, so no. There's one more space here that I could cheese that, but I could use that probably. I'm not even certain it would work. I think it would barely work. I think it would barely work, but I'm not sure. It still kills me going right because there's not enough room for me to not die to it. There's only 3 spaces here, and I can't walk on the mud. Let's see, we could get the Rolly friend at the top of the mud here. I can't place in the mud, no, because I'd have to walk on the mud to place in the mud. If they're already on the mud to start the level, or if they die in the mud and leave beans behind, then you can still use the wand to grow them in the mud, but I can't directly place them in the mud, no. You can only drop the beans in the tile you're standing on. And we've got this whole little patch in the bottom left that is notably 4 tiles wide. So we can Toro or Rolly friend if we would like to. Which just is picturing a more elaborate way to get it up here than just starting it over here to begin with. I don't know that it being up there is terribly helpful. We could also get a Rolly friend here, but that also seems rather unhelpful. Rolly snake just stops at water. It does not die. It's just like a regular wall for our Rolly dino. As far as we have observed, anyway. I'm playing too much Baba because I'm immediately going to the pedantics of that not working how you want it to. Because wall's another object, so that all that does is turn water into wall, and water is stopped, but there's now no water left on the bed. Yeah, well, I can place beans on the tiled stuff, but I can't do anything with them there. So with current mechanics, I don't know of any reason why I would want to put stuff on the tiled stuff. You can put them there, but it doesn't do anything. I would not be surprised if that changes with later mechanics, but my current understanding is that there's no benefit to doing so. I'm not personally interested in either form of bean boozle. That was an earlier conversation, though, mostly. What else can we do here? I mean, like, I'm looking at stuff like this, but I don't see that it really does anything. Like, we can get that up there. We could even explode it there. We could even try to time it so that the bomb is walking in that spot and explodes one space below, and we could make it come back to life on the mud one space below, but, like, who cares? Like, none of that matters. So... I'm finding lots of creative ways to do unproductive things. Ooh, that's kind of a description of my life in general, really. So that's partially because, as a society, we have a pretty piss-poor definition of productive. It doesn't do anything unless it sees me, little gremlin. So if it sees me there, it'll shoot down, or if it sees me over here, it'll shoot towards me, but... And then there's not enough space here. Because it always moves too. So, like... Yeah, I think they've only put this one on Steam, but thanks for checking Iron Furs. Great, Sticky Cat. Yeah, it doesn't care about beans on the ground, only if there's a monster there, in which case it won't see through it. I think the game is on sale a bit for the lunar sale or whatever on Steam, though, if I recall correctly. Like, what does the Rolly Friend do for us? It, somehow enables us to get a bomb where it needs to go. How does it do that? Cheers, Iron Birds. Appreciate it. Would you like those bits to go towards a bid for what we're playing in February? No, yellow explodes when I shove it, or it runs into a wall, or the rolly thing runs into it, basically. It's too much power. Oh, that plan doesn't work anyway. It's like if I line everything up here so that it's all like a conga line, maybe I could get a bomb to explode far enough left, but like that still involves getting the rolly person over there, which doesn't work to begin with. Raven. I mean, it's already it's already based, like, I mean, obviously it varies based on how many further bids come out and stuff, but I think it's already over a 50% chance base to be played by the end of the month, so we'll see. I think the randomized method, I think, is pretty an interesting twist on it, rather than it just being the highest picks. I like it because then even like a small, like if someone can only afford to put like a buck or two in, they still have a chance to have their game get played, you know? This might be a revisit. I've tried nothing and I'm all out of ideas. It's basically where I'm at on this. I mean, I guess just for like knowledge, this does push both. I think I tried that before, so that's good to know. Wait, can I just know I need more space? I could do that one space up, but then that doesn't work. That feels like it's at least a piece. Boy, it is blob. I'm just picturing the blobs like massive sad frown if you throw a bean and it just misses. That's the best thing about that game by far. Yeah, it's just the 8 tiles around it, Kedgar. Yep. There's not enough room, Raven, no. Otherwise it would. Like, I have a way that I could probably get a roller being here, but then we would only have one exploder left, which would defeat the purpose anyway. Like, it doesn't, if there's the, like, it's a recipe, right? So, like, I can't, like, try to have 2 people on the same square. Star Renegades, huh? And there's a bigger list too if you wanted to pick anything that wasn't already bid on, but... Oh right, numlock's off. I was like, wait, I hit 3! It didn't type, what? Okay. Cool, cool. You looked at the big list, cool. Okay. Yeah, they do, Errol. Like... Oh wait, that's not gonna work because well, it will. I can do this fast enough, yeah. Like you can do this, for example. Secret bean recipes. It's possible, but it is not required to solve the puzzle. I will just say that straight up at this point. And the oh man, Spirit Engine 2. That's possibly as awkward to get running properly as Magic the Gathering Chandeliers. Cheers, I had first. Thanks for the bid. I did play a moderate chunk of it a long time ago. I did like it pretty well then, but... Anyway, I was gonna do... Oh, I guess this would be easier if I do it like that, right? No, that timing's way off. Okay. Wait, I can shove you in place without... Yeah, that's still pretty far off. Was it like terribly thinking this would be useful anyway, but if I could explode the dynamite here, we could reform. It just doesn't do anything, so like, should probably spend more effort on looking at things that could possibly be the solution. Instead of looking at nonsense. Yeah, I should probably look at another puzzle. That seems prudent. I do kind of want to keep staring at this, but we're not making a lot of headway here. Let's take a look at Lazy River, which is difficulty 5. It's got the name River in it, so it brings back Baba Is You flashbacks of horror. Also, this is interesting. Very interesting. What? But the bombs aren't in a place that they do things. Oh, I can... okay. I can stack the two on the right, maybe. Hey, MD. You're looking at the Lazy River. So... like... do something like that. Like... all I looked at is like, how can I interact with this meaningfully? I don't know what this does for me, but I can at least have that thing push the bomb now if it wants to. Don't really know to what end, or what direction, or... hit it. I could also get the other beam... no, I can't, get that to the left. Oh, I could, yeah, I could do the same thing to get something down here, though. Which I could then get over here, and then I could push this, like... this one's not even... inside anywhere. What do you want me to... oh, because then they'll explode, and then the rollers will be in a different spot, and I can reactivate... oh, my word. 5, difficulty 5, you say? I mean, some amount of that is probably correct. I don't really know quite what it does for me. It, I think we end up with a red bean here. And then if we could get another red bean down there, then, well, no, yeah, then they could roll into that, and then it could stop here, and that would be good. Can I do that? Yes? I think the answer might be yes, but I'm a little concerned that I'm not using this bomb, so my plan down here probably doesn't work. Yeah, well, it's really... I'm on step 2, to be fair, Kadkar. I did the first step. I have a very hard time, like, interacting with the puzzle. I'm trying to, like, use the mouse cursor to at least show my thoughts where I can. But, I think we can try to execute on what I'm thinking here. So do this. Oh, that one's gonna come over here. Is that a problem? We can fix that later, right? And we can, yeah. Because that's still gonna be there. And yeah, okay. So I think that's still fine. So you... Oh, but then you're gonna chase me down here. Is that not fine? No, we can still do the same thing I want to do with that later, so it's probably fine. It's probably fine. So we do this, and then I think we send this over here. What do we do? That, so that explodes there. Wait, did I even need to do that? Because now I'm seeing another thing that looks like it does what I want to do. Oh, but I can't actually move these back where I want to now. I thought I could, and maybe I can't. Anyway, what was my original plan? Does that still work at all? Maybe. Like, we want the bottom one to roll up here, but it can't, because this is in the way. If I walked around the right side to begin with, no, then it would roll to the right rather than down, which is actually good. Oh, but then it rolls down on the right side. Is that better? No, because then it's still not one space up where we want it to be. Okay, let me try the other plan. There's no step forward. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's go back here. Like, do this, and then we just like don't even care about you, because what about just this, right? Oh, but then it doesn't bounce back and forth. It's not a bomb. Right. It doesn't matter that I can flip the switch once. That doesn't really do anything for me. It's like, haha, oh. And, we'll... Aha, and we're like 5 steps short. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay. Let's come back over here. Does that definitively mean we need to get a bomb walking over the switch axes? Or do we think there's some other way that it might work? Oh, if we can have something, we can have, if we can explode dude right on here, then we can reactivate them and they'll just stand on it. No, the wand doesn't do anything against already active stuff. That we've seen. So we probably need one of those two solutions, which I was like, it seemed like I was about to find a solution that was easier than the difficulty rating would suggest, and that's because just running over the switch is woefully insufficient. So it seems very difficult to get a bomb running over the switch axes. So far I found nothing unintended. Interesting. Where there are like multiple intended solutions to a few of the earlier puzzles. Interesting. Because there was like one or two that felt like I did something a bit circuitous, that there was potentially another path. I mean, you could buy the game on Steam empty. Yeah. It's on a little sale right now. It's actually getting one of those on the axes would mean having one run back and forth, moving the roller out of the way, having a roller bump into it at the right time on that axis, which is kind of hard to get it lined up for anyway. But not impossible, because that would just be getting 3 of them lined up. If they just walk over a yellow thing, it doesn't do anything. No. If you're talking about just the beans, anyway. Rolling over beans doesn't do anything. If they bump into an activated yellow thing, so one of the explodey friends, they'll stop in place and the explodey friend will start moving, and they will go until if they hit a wall or a rolly dinosaur, they explode. If they hit water, they run away from the water and backtrack. It's still mostly like our original start plan. Yeah, if a red hits a red, it just, or, I mean, if I orange, I guess, the orange monster, because the beans can be different depending on the puzzle. But, if a roller hits another roller, then it just stops. Yep. But, where does Disco Inferno come into play, Cat Guy? Like, I don't really see any way to trigger a jackpot on this puzzle screen, but maybe that's what I'm missing. Like, this still generally seems like a good idea. Maybe don't activate this one yet here. I don't think this is terribly helpful. It's too far away to avoid if we wanted to avoid the Noid. We could also do it on the other side, and then we could avoid the Noid if we, you know, felt so inclined. At least I think that's enough room. Maybe that's still not. No, that's still not actually. Oh, it lines it up there, which is interesting, but still not actually that helpful. I mean, can I get one lined up in the middle based on the bottom explosion? That seems pretty difficult. Or can I get... So it would seem, Catner. So it would seem. We've been cruising at a cromulent clip, and last couple have slowed us down a bit. It is obviously a moat. Clearly a naming mistake. Or it's a water park, but there's no flow in the water, so clearly not a water park and clearly a moat. Moats are the laziest rivers. Okay, that's fair. I mean, this is another way to get a bean to the bottom, but we've exploded our most valuable resource, question mark. This is hard to visualize what I want to do. Whereas the one to the left, I like feel like I have an idea of what I want to do. There's like very limited options, and of those limited options, none of them do what I want to do. So this is just options aplenty here. If you just activate the bomb and nothing is hit it, it'll just sit there waiting till it gets pushed. Like, I assume this is a dead state, but, okay, I mean, again, ultimately, I think we've only got 2 solution states, right? We end up with a roller on the center square exactly, or we have a, explodey boy moving back and forth on the axes of the switch. This level was easier before you understood how hard it was. I mean, yeah, that was true for me as well, I suppose. So, yeah, I mean, I think something like this is approximately what we want, with like the ability to have a roller come up from the bottom and then turn that bean into another roller, and then it stops on the switch. Like that sort of solution feels like the most likely way to go about this one. Like, the bomb solution is like this weird timing thing that just feels kind of jank, because you would have to, like, move a roller out of the way, then have one run into the bomb at exactly the right time to bump it into a different trajectory, and, like, it still seems possible, but seems pretty jank. Okay, so like, I'm kind of thinking we want one exploded here, and then we get another one rolling here, then we turn that solid, and we loop around here, it comes up here, and we get it on the switch. We may have to do it in a different order, like we may have to get that one exploded down here first, but that seems like that works out, and we have enough pieces to make that work if we can put them together in the right order at the right time. Maybe. Okay. Like, so we only have 3 rollers. We need to get 2 to the bottom in this world. And then 1 just needs to hit the, be on the same axis as the top bomb. And then we can make it explode. So if we start kinda... I mean, it's trivial to get 2 lined up here, then get those both down here, but then this one's still chilling over here. So if we could do that here, that would work, but... things can't be here without them being here. We can theoretically have 2 lined up here and then pull this one back over here. That'd be like pulling this over here to start. And we're still, like, there's still always one that wants to be left over in the corners, though. I could catch the second one. Oh, let's see. This one's gonna explode when it, like, runs into water and then runs back into something, but we could have another one just running up and get caught in the explosion in the right spot. Maybe. That would be a way to get one out. Yeah, we're talking about being right here. One bumps into, like, we zap this, bumps into this, we pull that over here at the right time. Like, that's pretty easy timing to set up. Oh, but it explodes here, not here. Trouble. Okay, so we're looking at corners. We could theoretically have one explode up here to this bomb. Maybe? So, like, we pull one down here. We got one in this line that... Wait, if we just do that, then... anytime I'm seeing a line that involves not using one of the pieces, it's like, well, this is probably not gonna work. But it still kind of looks promising. If we have one exploded here and one exploded here... That might not work because we might have to move around the corner and that'll pull the thing away from where it needs to be before we can have it pulled back up. Oh, but then I can still use this as just a blocker rather than a bomb to block line of sight in this theory. Okay. I like this better because it's still using this piece in a kind of unintuitive way. Okay. Can we make this a reality? So all we're really looking at is we have one up here and one over here in these axes. We pull one over this way, zap the bomb explodes it right here, and at the same time we have that one come over here to get caught in the explosion too. I think chat probably let you down, Chrono. I don't recall any after you left, but maybe I just blocked them from my memory. Okay, this seems fairly promising. It almost doesn't need 3 red beans. It still does though, so greetings, Alex. Going pretty well. Okay, so go ahead and get that one here. Pull them both over here. This one's awkwardly kind of in the way. Do we just like get it stuck up here and then we just like shove it out of the way? Activate this one, get this over here. Ends up there. They want to chase me. Like the line of sight is just taking them dumb places. Wait, maybe this is still fine? Okay, I've got enough of an idea that might work. Let's do a little bit of this action. I think we do go ahead and do this. Pull you over here. Go ahead and pull you out of the way over here. Okay. This is pretty weird on the timing, which again, not the most promising line, but so oh, I could potentially just do it from the other side. Does that work? No. No, it does not. Okay. And if I go around the bottom, then our other friend's in the wrong place. So I was kind of thinking I might be able to move the one that just moved down and then move it back up and then left or something. Okay, what if we just let them get all the way over here first? I don't think we have enough time for this, though. It's where... fucking zapping this and then going all the way around the map. Yeah, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steps short. That's all. We're only 12 steps short. We're basically there, right? Yeah, so for this plan to work, this one here would definitely need to come from the left at a time that I actually wanted it to. Can we do the first part with only activating 2? Yes. It was just that the other one was going to be in the way, but I think that's okay, maybe? Let's keep exploring this space a little bit. So do this. We don't activate the other beam yet, though. Do a little bit of this action. Yeah, we do this. We give that a head start because we need to get this garbage out of the way. Basically. Which also is lining things up in an interesting way I hadn't before. Like, it's just another way to kind of do what I'm trying to do. Let's focus on my current plan. So let's get you out of the way here. And then I think this is fine enough to go. Oh. We can't send that down fast enough. Is the river's too big? So we just got garbage in the way. How do we dispose of the garbage? Yeah, the plan I was thinking of doesn't work either. We're only like 3 steps short for this one though. Does this like still somehow work because things are weird like that? Like maybe? Oh, but then this is just gonna go back to the right. Dang nabbit. Everything is terrible because the stupid boat is too big. It is becoming increasingly likely that the moat is this big to specifically block the solutions that I am currently attempting. The recap of that is that we were trying to explode 2 red bean dinos back to back up here with 1 bomb explosion. And then we activate 1, we pull it down, we activate this to block our line of sight, we come up here, this starts running up here, we activate the bean up here, that one gets stopped on the switch and we can walk home free. That is the line that I'm currently trying to execute. The size of this this river is not conducive to this solution. But I like this solution. I mostly like this solution because it uses one of the bombs as not a bomb, but it still uses it, and it's still required to use it to be able to beat the puzzle. So, like, I like that that would be a thing. Sleeper beans? I mean, they basically are sleeper beans, yeah. That seems pretty accurate. And then just in general, like, this is just too big of a corner, so we can't merge our corners once more, once they've already been foiled. Brain might be approaching melt. Brain very much may be approaching melt here. It's close enough to working that it still seems like it might be possible to do what I'm trying to do. I suppose we technically haven't done this, but it's just gonna do nothing when there's something underneath and there's something blocking. Yeah, that is unsurprising. I would really like this answer to work. Seeming more and more likely it does not, though. Which kind of leads me back towards the like earlier solutions I was looking for, but those are like lost in the abyss at this point. So, guess we're going over here. What? That one claims it's easy. Okay. Let's see if we can do this one perhaps. Greetings, Indley Bud. This is Bean and Nothingness. Each puzzle has some bean recipes in the bottom left, and if you activate said recipes, for example, like this, you create the appropriate monster. And those monsters do things, like those ones explode. And the orange ones roll around. So this is certainly indicating that we need to oh, this is like really straightforward, right? Seems really straightforward. Oh, don't actually activate it yet, though. Okay. I said don't actually activate it. I went back one step too not far enough. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's not activate it. Let's gonna wait. Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay. Well, that one was very easy. That feels like the fastest puzzle we've done since the tutorial. Oh, we have to walk. I was gonna walk around to look at the. Okay, we can not walk at the thing directly. Congratulations, Initiate! With this ritual, you finish your work on the Initiate's Island. God. the level of difficulty implication that this is just the Initiate's Island includes is a lot. Just as the roller charges blindly ahead, so shall your zeal for knowledge carry you through the rest of your training. Just as the bomb explodes on contact, so shall your wisdom expand through your work in the temple. It's pretty loose simile you're making there. The first phase of your training is now complete. I mean, sort of. Sort of. Hey, G-Bolt. We'll take our oh, right. That just makes us look cool and mark it as completed. I mean, we can poke around the oh, that's just the island we're already on. Oh my word. I mean, there's like corridors, but like there's a lot of rooms. That's at least 8 islands. That would be all the red ones. There's a lot of rooms. Our buddy seems to know the workings of this castle pretty well already. Yeah, those 2 rooms were red because they were unsolved. Yep, exactly. I mean, maybe it is bean shaped. Just believe. Beans come in many shapes, okay? No, there's still 2 puzzles I hadn't done on that island. Yep. Comprehensive history of the tradition of the beans. An introduction to bean mechanics. The primary colors. All these talks about the colors is making me a little bit nervous for some of the types of puzzles that are going to be coming up. From Michelle Korea to the Tradition Project on site. Subject: books. Hi, everyone. Just wondering if we could maybe come up with some sort of system for keeping the books organized. I was looking for a copy of Shapiro and Tully today, and I didn't find it until I looked on top of the fridge in the storage room. I'm not interested in blaming anyone, but maybe we could all start writing something down somewhere when we take something out of the library. I'm totally open to ideas here. But no, Raven, like a lot of puzzle games, it lets you proceed if you haven't literally solved every single puzzle, which is just generally like good puzzle game design. That's pretty important in most puzzle games, I would say, to be good design. Certainly you see that in like The Witness and Snakebird, for example. A wooden table. There's a crack in the right front leg. Okay, right front, so I write that down, and it's fortuitous, and... This looks like somebody's homework. Someone has crossed out every occurrence of bean sequences in pin and written bean arrangements. Let's see. Yeah, I guess Space Chem and Opus Magnum and Codex Civil Chemical Engineering, aka all the Zyctronics, don't let you skip around. I feel like some Zyctronics do, but I'm not sure. Maybe Opus Magnum actually did a little bit. So Space Game has like the boss sequences or like a few optional puzzles. But yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, it had some optional puzzles, but the core set were purely all required. The Tradition Project Bean Studies Seminar presents special session on yellow beans. Invited speakers, Professor Martin Chang. A new paradigm for diagonally oriented red-yellow bean arrangements. Professor Carrie-Ann Koloweski. Yellow beans in daily life at the height of the tradition. Jonathan Farley Swan. Stopping and reversing a yellow bean transformation in real time. Refreshments will be served in the temple entryway after each talk. Patterned dust on the floor indicate that this plinth was moved here recently from the other side of the hallway. Can I? No. Okay. Alright, this book's faded so much that it's no longer readable. Oh yeah, this whole library section over here. I look at these things now. Tall pink urn with a curious shape. Yeah, it's a Klein urn. I mean, sort of. There's a lot more room in Opus Magnum to have mediocre solutions than there is in Space Chem, like by a good margin, I would say. Like, both are to some extent about not just solving the puzzle, but optimizing the puzzle. But if you are more interested in just advancing and solving the puzzle, like, Opus Magnum's way easier, and that's a big part of why I think it's a better game. Oh, we can't do anything with that. The Island of Buckets. Okay. Well, I think I'm just looking for K, not poor K, but it's okay. What are my other valid options here? That one's all glowing. Oh, because it's active? Yeah, because that one's active right now. Oh, that's actually a bean. Oh, that's why it's glowing. Okay, yes. That was surprisingly hard to process there. Okay. No, don't pick that back up. Okay. Oh, we can't disable the bucket, though. Greetings, Joe. Going pretty well. That's a little awkward. 4K TV at glorious 144p resolution. Ah, it's because of the colorblind settings making it hard to see. Yeah, yep. That makes sense why it wasn't noticed earlier. Yep. Yeah, that's a big part of it, Iron Furs, as far as, like, Opus Magnum wasn't space constrained, and, like, that's possibly the single biggest reason why it, felt like much, easier to manage, like, just a solution in Opus Magnum than it was in Space Game. I think both are great games, to be clear. Pixels as big as hams! Well, there appears to be a very large amount of game left. But I think my brain is melted enough. We now at least got the tutorial preview of the next big mechanic there. I guess I can poke in to see if there's other okay, so we're like rollers and buckets. Yeah. Rollers and buckets. Bombs and buckets. So we're still dealing with our core 2 monsters for the most part, and just adding buckets to it for now, it looks like. Well, there's just loads of buckets over here to start. Artful Dodgers. Yeah, let's be done with this for now, but that was a good time. I think we will revisit that. I think, like, how we often treated Baba, right? Where it's like, doing like a full stream of this is too much brain is melt, but getting a nice like 2 to 3 hour chunk of it or whatever is pretty good.